Hello, fire signs. This is Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and this is exclusive content that is typically found at Harmonia Friends, my website, and you can actually download the app on Wix Spaces and receive notifications not only when I go live, but also to enter my members area, and there is a free 1-month trial. So you can get this entire all signs reading by becoming a member today, all right? But this is just a portion of the fire signs that I show publicly. Each week I show a different elements, and they get a public reading so they can get a taste of Harmonia Friends. And there's plenty of readings over there. It's not just access to this reading, but an entire vault, okay? An entire vault. All right, let's see what's going on for our fire signs, though. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Here we go. Calling in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascended masters. Spirit, what do our fire signs need to know? What do they need to know? Here we go. Fire signs. Build a fairy house. There is magic everywhere. 9. Well, when I think of 9s, I think of completions. So I feel like there is something here because it's your challenge card. It's your challenge card. All right. This is your imagination. It's your creativity. But there's something here that I feel that you have kind of kept hidden within this home, hidden within this temple, hidden within your heart for some of you. And there's something here about alluding to the magic around you and seeing the blessings surrounding you. What else about this challenge? Remember, no reversals on initial story play. If you like any of these decks, just go in the description box. We're using the Cozy Witch Tarot deck right now. And the Oracle deck was Wishcraft. The World. Yay, you did it. Now do something to celebrate a job well done. This is your challenge. You haven't quite completed something here. It is about completion. Something hidden. There's something hidden. There is something hidden within this 10 of Pentacles. You're at home. You a homebody. It says, having it all looks different to everyone. I feel like you keep to yourself a lot, fire signs, and there's something here about a need to go back out there. You have been in your security or your safety zone for quite some time. But I feel like you're very much, and it's very interesting because my air signs got a very similar message. So you may have air in your chart, but I do feel like you have a hard time really showcasing what you can be offering. Okay. Whatever that is that you're offering. Some of you, it's an idea. Some of you, it's noticing that you're good enough, you know? But this is someone here who's learned some lessons, has been through the fool's journey, and they were not easy lessons. And there are some bridges that you burnt down, but there's something here about changing this, coming to completion here, seeing things differently. But I also feel that your curiosity, there's something about it feeling stale, feeling not enough, even though this feels amazing. My crazy cat ladies. I'm a crazy cat lady. But like I feel this energy here of security, finally at peace, at rest. But it's hard to be that because there's something you're not sharing with the world or sharing with a version of who you are. Who you are. All right, we're going to break down to each individual sign. Just look at the timestamps for those of you who are watching the replay. But we're going to start with Leo first. But first, I'm going to draw. We have Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. All right. Here we go. Leo, you're up. We have the 7 of Cups here, 3 of Swords, and the Star. This is what I'm talking about, vulnerability. I have a Leo here who is having a hard time getting over either a breakup with an individual, could be romance, but it also could be friendship or just heartbroken, severe. This is somebody here, when I see the reversals, it's not always, it's going to be a better outcome. It's extremes. I have someone here who's going through some massive extreme heartbreak. And with that Aquarius energy of the Star, somebody here who was exposed to levels of too much way off the bat. It feels like they got really ripped open, has lost faith in themselves because of whatever happened here. So this is a Leo who is kind of embarrassed with what this breakup or this rejection has cost, because it's kind of like shined some light on you or shined some attention on you where you felt entirely exposed. I'm sorry, I got to mark these cards. Speaking of exposure, it's why there's post-it notes on here, right? I do feel there are some opportunities that you are curious about, wanting to explore, but I also feel a lot of confusion or mindset that, oh, well, that looks really good, but I don't want this to happen again. I don't want, and it's been some time for some of you, it's been quite some time since you've had this, right? Some of you, it's just pure on embarrassment, something about a failure, a rejection that was just, it was humiliating for this Leo. What advice does Spirit have for you? Because I feel like you have some really nice opportunities coming up for you, but there's something here where your lack of hope and faith in the external things in your that are outside of your comfort zone make it feel very overwhelming and scary, but you are really craving growth. You are really craving something more, something bigger. I just feel like I'm stuck at home a lot. That's where you feel safe at, or work for some of you. What advice does Spirit have for Leo who may be going through this? Page of Wands. Take opportunity to look at something else. All right. You have a beautiful secret garden somewhere. All right. But it's about taking that rose and that passion. It says just because you're passionate about it doesn't mean it'll be effortless. It is going to take work to put yourself out there. Try again. Some of you, it's like, it's being single, it's putting yourself out there. And you don't have to go on the dating apps. It's just maybe taking yourself on dates first. All right. But this is somebody here, Spirit saying, has to take the opportunity of how special they are, see the growth, be proud of your transformation, be proud of it. Yeah. 3 of Pentacles. What's the saying? Teamwork makes a spell work. Some of you just have to be open the doors to friendship, open the doors to community. This is a desire and a need for Leo to get back out there and be amongst people who do support or do love what you do. Okay. I mean, this might even just be the same hobbies or things like that, but there's a need here to be able to bounce off other people because you've just been home in your comfort zone far too long. And Spirit's encouraging you to share your endeavors, but also don't have to do all of them by yourself. All right. There are individuals here who would be absolutely willing to help you out or assist you or get together. All right. There's just something here about a gathering of different ideas or just bouncing off one another, from friend to friend for some of you. But it's the idea of getting out. Okay. It's time to see the magic everywhere, not just in the home front where you've created some of this magic. Okay. And a lot of this transformation that you went through coming underneath the bridge is the sheer fact that you had a spiritual growth, a spiritual epiphany of realizing, like, I can't just share this to myself. Others should explore this, see this. So some of you have a really big idea to help others who have been through areas like you. All right, that's what I have for Leo. I'm going to shuffle real quick and we'll not shuffle, but get the board clear and we'll get the Saggy. Sagittarius. We have the High Priestess reversed. We have the Sun reversed. Well, you're restless. You've lost faith when it comes to, very logical. I mean, I got a Saggy here who is trying to rest their mind, but I also feel somebody here who's asking externally through other people, whether they're psychics, whether there's, source. I feel like it continuously asking the same question over and over again because you don't believe it. And the secret is out here. The secret is out that you're not really trusting your gut. All right. And I feel this energy here of not really being able to have a rebirth right now because you feel like you need a clear picture, a clear step going, yeah, that's going to be it. That's going to make me really happy. That's going to be a successful endeavor. But it's like, I need to have the next step. I need to have the next step. And some of you are exhausting yourself and not really resting your mind because you're trying to make something absolutely perfect before you present it to, I don't know, somebody, or present it out to the world for some of you. All right. Some of you, this is a dream. But the High Priestess, Saggy, she's someone here who has a lot of intuitive gifts, of course, and a deep connection with the subconscious and the universe, and is an open source, but doesn't necessarily have to explain where they get their source from. And that's something that they wanted to really point out. All right. Be comfortable in your own gifts that you have to answer. Your advice. Ooh, 10 of Swords. I feel like hurt people, and hurt witches, hurt witches. I feel like you got 2 10s on the table here. I feel like you've had some really bad rejections in your past, whether there are failed ideas, things that didn't take off, could be relationships, career, but there's this energy of playing victim. And I think that you're kind of over that shit, over the story of telling that. The 10 here is someone here who's been so betrayed that they hit their rock bottom. It's like, oh my God, I'm cursed kind of thing. But there's a ladder there to escape this. And I think that you're just kind of at the moment of like, I can't make this perfect anymore. Yeah. And it has to do with the next move. Wake up. What is it that you truly want? I do. I feel that there is this desire to be at peace with which direction that you're moving forward. And Spirit saying you won't know unless you actually start picking a direction. That's the whole point of life, is sometimes the directions that we go, it's not to be like, oh my gosh, you have to start looking at this as blessings too. There's magic everywhere. It's like you may not know until you start going that direction. You have to trust source that if it's not meant for you, that it will be stopped. But you have to start treating that those rejections are not failures. They're also appreciation for keeping you away from a direction you're not supposed to go on. So the universe is guiding you. All right. And it may be harsh because you feel like your idea or expectation is on that path. But that's the point of life, is to be able to go down certain paths because we have free will. But there's times where we are redirected. And Spirit's saying, trust the redirection that comes within, not the direction as what you need to find peace. You may go up that ladder, but you may have another problem when you get to the top, you know? So there's always going to be problems around you, but there's also going to be magic everywhere. And Spirit is saying, focus on the magic that is everywhere to help you. This rejection here is to build your confidence in your own intuition so that you know the next time with a gut feeling which way to go. And you're just going to do it anyways, because you're going to know that even if you hit rock bottom, you're going to be okay no matter what. No matter what. All right. That was a strong message for Saggies. I'm going to clear the board and we're going to get to Aries. All right, Aries. We have the Empress. We have Death. And we have the Queen of Swords. Well, when the Empress is reversed, it's someone who's extremely codependent and relies heavily on other things, right? Can be very clingy. I like to call her the smother mother card here, Taurus, Libra energy. But I feel like this is a portion of your life where maybe you weren't so caring to yourself. You could have been giving so much away or so much attention on others before you were really seeing where your own ass was going to sit, you know? And there's something here where this has been a big change for you. This is Scorpio energy. And I feel like this massive change here is the emotional baggage, because when we have the water energy, I feel it has a lot to do with your emotions. And this is an energy of someone here who's going to be logical, pulling into the Queen of Swords. You may have air in your chart, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but I feel like whatever you offer, it's with very assertive and direct communication. No hard feelings. Sometimes the truth can hurt a little bit, but you are very detached when it comes to emotions, like how you used to be. You heavily were using other individuals to make you feel a particular way, and you've been through that lesson. So this is for an Aries here who definitely have been through that lesson, but now it's the time to present yourself as the Queen of Swords. Some of you, it's about your business structure. Others of you, it's like I said, detaching from emotions here and just being very direct with individuals. I see you actually doing this, Aries. I mean, that's a good thing. But again, the challenge here is that there is magic everywhere. So don't let your intuition or everything have a logical explanation, Spirit is saying. You are all business now. You are very wise when it comes to taking accountability, but also communicating what feels good to you, safe boundaries now, which is amazing. But there's also something here about your intuition. Let's see what advice Spirit has for you if this is a role for you right now. I just feel like a massive change in how you perceive things now. King of Pentacles now. True success, just about money. It's about happiness too. All right. She's very business oriented. This is someone who Spirit's saying, don't bury yourself into work. I feel like some of you have a very big idea, or you are burying yourself in, maybe not in a romantic way, but you were now focusing on the self-development of you. Maybe you have a business idea, but there's something here about making sure, because the Queen of Swords knows when to ask for help too. Not only when you put boundaries up, that you're asking for help who are not necessarily always in your circle. Because I think you got very close to your circle here, okay? Whatever that is. Yeah, you can't be right all the time. So there's going to be times when you're going to say no to things and not want to hear people out. And Spirit's saying, it's not to let nobody in. Okay. You can't be right every single time. All right. And some of you can't be harsh or detached for every single scenario. But there is going to be an opportunity here where someone may be ahead of you or have some really solid advice. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And Spirit's saying just be open to it. Just be open to it. Be practical about it, but know that this person cares because they have built something here pretty solid. And it is out something here that I think that you may look upon going, I can do better, or that's not necessarily exactly what I want, but they have solid advice for you. This could even be a family member as well. Others of you, if this is romance and you are so detached from it and you're very harsh, you have an individual here that may be in the same field as you. Okay. This person could work with you, but there's something here about you being too damn picky. Okay. Don't judge a book by its cover, especially because this person has to present themselves in a different way in this work environment. And I feel like this person here may be asking you to go out or outside of the community circle here or business. So if you have the opportunity here where you're single and you're working with someone, there's something here, or in the same field, there's something here about this individual asking for a shot here. Now, I know that's a no-no for some people for work, but you can't always be right. Sometimes you just have to take the logical point of this and see what this person has to offer, even if it's just hanging out as friends. But I do feel like there's something here solid where a person may not be exactly how you anticipated, but you might have a really, really good time with this person. All right, that's what I have for our fire signs. I hope you guys enjoyed these readings. Like I said, if you want to see the other placements on your chart for all signs, come and join Harmonia Friends. There is a 1-month free trial over at harmoniafriends.com. But if not, this is where we part ways. You guys take care and have a good one.